Depression, also known as major depressive disorder, affects millions of people in the world and often leads to suicide. Is it a disease? Depression is a prevalent condition that transcends racial and demographic boundaries. However, it shows familial patterns, suggesting a genetic basis. This implies that depression may be rooted in millions of years of human evolution, raising the question of whether it offers advantages for survival or is merely an evolutionary byproduct. Some hypotheses are proposed for the unique evolutionary aspects of the human condition. The first is psychic pain hypothesis. Our negative feelings, such as unhappiness and sadness, are psychological pain. Just like physical pain, psychological pain serves as a warning signal for potential harm in certain social activities or interactions. Depression is a response to the warning to avoid actions detrimental to one's well-being. The social risk hypothesis takes humans as social beings into account. In a dynamic society, we rely on communal bonds for survival, yet compete for resources and mates. In this intricate dance, signaling tameness and refraining from social interactions amid stressors become paramount for circumventing potential harm. Human societies exhibit hierarchical structures, in which higher-ranked individuals dominate resources. For the lower-ranked individuals, inhibiting aggression and expressing submission is a strategy to encourage acceptance in the group, and thus, secure a share of resources, and even snip a chance to reproduce. The analytic rumination hypothesis proposes that depression prompts deep cognitive engagement, potentially enhancing problem-solving abilities in complex social environments. The infection defense hypothesis postulates that depression is a response to viral and bacterial infections. It's been known that viral infections are associated with mental instabilities, including bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and depression. For example, in the influenza virus epidemic in the 1918 and the current COVID-19 pandemic, there were dramatic increases in the number of psychiatric patients. To fight infection, our body elevates its temperature to suppress viral propagation. Interestingly, it's been documented that depressive individuals have higher resting body temperatures than those who show no depressive symptoms. Moreover, people with depression exhibit fatigue, tiredness, and excessive sleepiness, which are believed to conserve energy to combat infections. Inflammation is another direct combat against infections. Research has found strong correlations between depression and the expression of inflammatory genes and cytokines. Experiments have shown that anti-inflammation drugs can mitigate depressive behaviors in animal models of depression and small-scale human studies. Unfortunately, a recent large-scale clinical trial failed to show that anti-inflammation alleviates depressive symptoms in patients. More research is needed to prove or dismiss these hypotheses. Nevertheless, the progression of psychological symptoms from unhappiness and sadness, low mood and isolation, to severe depression, underscores the intricate interplay between adaptation and maladaptation.